This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Okay, it's Tuesday, which means that we're doing a Top 5 Tuesday, and as you've probably seen by the title and the thumbnail for this video, today we're looking at the playing style of Stevie Ray Vaughan. What I've done here is collated and collected what I think are 5 typical Stevie Ray Vaughan little moves, little tricks and techniques that he would routinely use. We're not talking here about a lick from this song and a lick from that song, nothing as specific as that. We're just looking at 5 little techniques that he would routinely do, as I say. I'll tell you what, here's a bit of an example of me using them in a solo. And you can get the full version of that solo and a full tab for it in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, and a jam track to play along with, and the little explanation clip that's coming up next. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. $3 or £2.50 a month gets you access to all of these goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are also linked down in the description. Yes, now I know I mentioned rather some explanations of what's going on there. Let's go through those, starting with
using both ninths.
Yeah, this is a very recognisably Stevie Ray Vaughan technique. Let's imagine you're playing in this pentatonic box shape here. It's quite normal, quite the done thing in many situations to add the ninth into that box there. So instead of, you'll get that there, that's your ninth there. Easy to tell where the ninth is. It's always 2 frets above your root. There's your root, there's the ninth. Now what Stevie would do would be to add the ninth and the flattened ninth, like this, in basically in a little move that goes like this. So play the ninth and then do the root to flat ninth hammer on pull off, and you put that into context, you'll get, and just dress that up any way you want to in any kind of lick that you know or that you're comfortable with in that pentatonic shape there. Anything you want like that, but just basically doing that little hammer on pull off to the flat ninth after playing the ninth. So that's that one. Next,
bending 3 strings.
Okay, bending 3 strings. This is basically something that I guess Stevie got from Albert King. And let's imagine we're at the top end of this little pentatonic thing there. It works really well in that particular pattern of the pentatonic, right on that bend there on the top E string. So what I want you to do is to play that bend with an upstroke. And if you just get a little bit sloppy with it and you start kind of bringing that upstroke onto the 2nd and 3rd strings, you get that kind of thing. You can hear that Albert King sort of influence in there. Now when you're doing that, what's actually happening is you're bending this note up a tone, but on the B string you're taking that up about a tone as well, and on the G string you're taking that up about a semitone. So what you're actually getting is an E note, a B note, and an F sharp note. You're getting those three notes there, but there's just something, which are all in key, but there's just something beautifully dissonant about the way they bleed together when you're doing that that bend. So instead of go again, you'll hear countless examples of that in Stevie's playing, many other players as well. So give it a try. Next,
the backwards rake.
Yes, the backwards rake. This is, I suppose, technically a form of sweep picking. It's basically you take three strings and do that, where a continuous upstroke across three strings, and you. So basically, if I'm thinking about going on to that note there, then I won't just go, I'll go like that, and it just adds that sort, it makes it sound almost like the guitar is spitting the notes out at you. Good one to go into a bend as well. So that's without, and just adds a little bit more grit to proceedings, and relatively easy to do, so give it a try. Next,
crawling up the bend.
Okay, yes, crawling up the bend. This is something Stevie used to do. Many players do this, including one of my personal favourite guitarists, Gary Moore. So if you're going to bend a note, that one there, again, let's just... We're in this pentatonic box here, but you can do it anyway. Instead of just kind of going like this, do this. Like that, where you're getting more mileage out of that one bend. You know, this is just one part of a lick, you know. But you can make an entire lick out of... like that, especially if you can put a little bit of vibrato on the top end of it to just make it sound like... it always makes me think it's like somebody's, you know, kind of struggled to get to the summit of a hill, and then they're out of breath once they get there. I know it's a weird picture, but, you know, it's just how it comes out in my mind. Like that. Again, loads of examples of that in Stevie's playing, so very simple technique, and it's also a good insurance policy if you're not too confident about bending to pitch. If you're relatively new to string bending, then this is a way of just making sure that you don't overshoot the pitch by kind of crawling up to it gradually, and it actually enhances the sound. So give it a go. Next,
the Stevie double stop.
Yeah, I couldn't really think of anything else to call this. This is probably, along with that first flat ninth thing. Remember that one? This is probably another Stevie Ray Vaughan thing that not many other people do. In that regard, you know, don't use it too often, because if you do, then you're going to start sounding a little bit like a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute act or something. But it's nice to throw in every now and again. So what is it? Well, it's a particular sort of double stop that he would do. I don't mean playing just double stops like that. It's a sort of thing that he used to do where it basically involves hybrid picking. So let's say I'm going to go playing that little blues scale passage there. What he would often do is use hybrid picking to put this top note on top of here. So I'm barring those strings now, so I can grab the high A note there, and I can go like that, you know. He would also sometimes do it down here, coming up a pentatonic thing like that by putting the E note on top. Maybe going then into... So all I'm doing is I'm just, every time I'm picking a note in the run, I'm actually using a finger to pick the top note as well. Again, characteristically Stevie Ray Vaughan, and if you do it too much along with that kind of thing that we looked at earlier, then you are going to start sounding a little bit like an impersonator. So nice every now and again as a little tip of the hat, but don't overuse them. And there you have it, folks. Those are what I think are 5 of the most characteristically Stevie Ray Vaughan tricks and techniques and moves that he would routinely use in his solos. Hope you found the video useful and informative and perhaps a little bit inspiring, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not give me a like while you're at it. Don't forget, as always, the live stream every Friday 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk music and guitars. What's not to like about that? Great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.